you capping, talking sauce, do your words match your video? Well, hello, who's next? Can't nobody stop us cause we bucked and pride.
Yo, what is going on? CT is picking up his big-headed wife from the airport right now. So got our dog, Coach K, up here with us.
Appreciate you.
Got Coach K up here. Let me turn this down right here. Yeah, we checking out this watch party, man, trying to see where Colorado will end up. Where they will end up. What's
Hold
going
on, I'm
on?
gonna go hop into YouTube too, so I can hit the like.
That's a bet. Yeah, hit it. One stream to the next. Hit the like. What's up? What's good? Ain't nobody worried about neither one of y'all. It's good, fam. What's up? It's good. Actually, let me see if I can put this up here. You're not gonna be happy with me, but it is what it is.
T-Cal, you hear anything from the head coach?
Yeah, I put it in Patreon. Yeah, we back.
Oh, let's go.
We back.
Unfortunately,
I trapped.
That's how it starts.
Let me hop off Wi-Fi. Make sure we straight.
I remember when I first started, I was telling my wife, like, man, I'm just doing this for a little bit. I'm sure there's somebody that graduated from this town or whatever's gonna come in, and man, that was over a decade ago.
Yeah, that's how they get you, man. That's how they get you.
But we've got 12. Now, look, I know we've done this a lot, but I want to walk you through exactly what the 12-team playoff will look like and how these teams are selected, how many automatic bids, how many at-large bids. 12 teams will make up the playoff. The 5 highest-ranked conference champions go into the field automatically. Means winning your conference championship game, you get in.
Emily, you haven't been wrong yet.
Will receive buys into the quarterfinals. Then
the
remainder of the field will play in the first round.
I promise
the 5th conference champion will be in there someplace, either
what's good.
They are ranked or they will be moved into the 12th spot.
Yeah, that's what I say. Especially if they're dominant wins, they got to be some dominant wins.
Ultimately, it goes
good.
to the national championship game in Atlanta on January 20th. Inauguration day too, just to sort of bookend things. You start on election day, you finish on inauguration day.
Top 15, yeah. Everybody drop below how high y'all think you're gonna be ranked in this initial one.
4 highest receive first round bye.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
That's where
19
the difference between seeding and ranking comes in. Then the 7 at-large teams are determined by the remaining highest ranked teams.
We back.
And then the thing I think most of us are most excited about, seeds 5 through 8 host the first round game. So that's how it's going to work.
They should. They got to do all 25 rankings. They do all 25
in the rankings and the seeding. It's going to be a little bit confusing. You have to figure it out. What are you most looking forward to from these first ones?
Well, if you look at the AP top 10, there's 6 one-loss teams in the AP top 10, 18. And I'm going to focus in on Georgia and Ohio State. Who's going to be higher in the committee's initial rankings? That's going to be the thing I'm looking at. And number 2, I think Indiana's the most disrespected team in the country. Undefeated Big Ten team where they're ranked. Where does the committee view Indiana based on who they played and based on what they have to come against Ohio State?
We good, man. Trust me.
Which is they have been disrespected.
By who? This is the first ranking.
I understand that.
So this is when, honestly, this is the show when Herb Street would always, while he's petting his dog, would say, everyone relax.
Yeah, I think it'll be top 20.
There's no point of getting upset.
I can't say for sure if it will be, but I think it'll be top 20.
Left to be played. So
I didn't go too crazy, right? Like do a whole board and but just based on the losses and where they kind of shook out, I don't know how they could be anywhere outside of the top 20.
No doubt about it, because
I don't think that could happen.
The age-old adage against who?
We doing some silly stuff, man.
Fantastic. So eye test versus resume. We do this every year. But I think what most people are going to be fascinated. We've gone through this exercise a couple times now, the last couple weeks, and have had some fun at the AP voters' expense. But you're going to realize that we thought the 12-team playoff, we'd be including so many teams. Like, there's no way anyone's getting left out now. We're almost 12 teams in.
It's a different season because so many teams don't play each other.
The 12-team playoff feels like a lot of spots. but that number of teams.
Yeah. I think 16. I think 16
especially
will
when
be
you
the
take
magic
into
number.
account the conference
Yeah?
champion. So it's going to be fascinating to watch for people to kind of see that. And imagine the reaction.
Yeah, I put 17.
You know what makes me laugh?
No, I'm talking about teams.
Oh, teams.
Forward, yeah.
No, you don't think they're gonna go more?
From the selection committee.
You think they're gonna go March Madness?
Yeah, hell yeah. I think they're just gonna keep. I think 24 is where they think about stopping.
I wouldn't mind it. I like.
It's really not
I'm
much.
a big fan of underdog.
Indiana, that 103 strength of schedule. That is the art form because Indiana's looked fantastic.
Yes.
I mean, they've dropped the people's elbow on everybody.
You think
in
it
their
matters
path,
as much
but their
strength
path
of
is going
schedule
to
as
be
it
much
did
tougher
with the
coming up
BCS?
in the next few weeks of November. So
Yeah,
let's unveil the rankings exclusively.
Because it's the committee.
College football playoff top 25.
Ooh,
At
here we
number
go.
25, the only team in the country that hasn't trailed for 1 second, the Black Knights of the Hudson Army, led by Jeff Munkin, Bryson Daly, hoping he'll be back soon. Their quarterback, they are 8-0 and number 25, just ahead of the Cadets at number 24.
Oh, if they're
Gotta be ahead of Missouri.
Yeah, if they're 24, then we're all right.
and people have been beating up the AP for having Missouri in. Missouri beat Vanderbilt, who has some pretty good wins on their resume. So while I don't think Missouri is playing or trending in the right direction, it's understandable that they start at 6-2 with a decent win in the top 25.
At number 23, just ahead of Eli Drinkwitz's Tigers. The
Mizzou's not ranked
trending in the wrong direction after Saturday night.
in the AP.
Clemson, Dabo Swinney have problems at the poll today.
Yeah, Mizzou didn't even make the top 25 in the AP. So that's a big change up.
Apparently,
That's different. That's different.
Number 23. Number 22, Louisville, who just
What?
on Clemson on Saturday
they're 25 in the AP.
3 losses for the Cardinals, all against good teams and all competitive games. They lost.
They probably leave Vandy out.
Yeah, they lost to
I think
Miami. They lost to
I think they
SMU,
leave
and they
Pitt
lost
out
to Notre
at
Dame. All of them
7-1.
were competitive games. So Jeff Brom's team at number
Not
22. At 21, Washington
Wazoo's
State.
20.
Now, History has this a couple of times on game day. Washington State doesn't have a conference right now.
Well,
you can't get an automatic bid.
Yeah, Wazoo's 20 in the
In order
AP
to
poll.
get
This
into
is
the
already
field,
different than I
Washington will
expected.
have to move in
So I don't
to
even
at
know if my
least the
17
top
is
12,
even close to
maybe
what
the top 11,
a good
depending on
prediction.
where that 5th conference champion is ranked at the end. But Wazoo with
20?
place at number 21. How about Colorado, 6-2?
Which means Kansas State's ahead of them.
Texas Tech on Saturday.
What a weekend Colorado had.
Oh,
being
Do
off
they have
and
Pitt
sitting
ahead of
back
Colorado?
And watching
That's
Iowa State
crazy.
lose and Kansas State lose.
20?
Colorado, because now they're sitting in a
I think
place
they
where
have Pitt
if they
ahead of
win out
Colorado.
with a very easy schedule. They got a chance to get in.
I was expecting like 18.
Except for maybe Saturday when the tortillas will be flying in Lubbock.
You just did that to Texas A&M and South Carolina. You took them down. Now you're taking down Colorado.
He just pointing it out.
Yeah,
Pointing it out.
that's
It's
not
out.
one.
There's no picnic playing the Red Raiders.
It's not.
I can't believe that's 20.
They can't stop.
In the
much.
States.
Although they were better on Saturday. I mean,
the
kind
jinx.
of like Colorado in that game.
They hedging their
Kansas
bets.
State,
I don't like
tough
that.
loss to Houston. They're
That's
really
crazy to
hurt.
do
The
right
Wildcats
off
there at number
of a
19,
loss, though.
just ahead
Right.
of K-State
Right.
at 18. The Pittsburgh Panthers.
So Pitt is
got
23 in
clobbered by
the AP
SMU on
poll,
Saturday
and they're
night, their
18
first loss
on here
of the
after
season.
getting shellacked. I didn't think they'd be in it.
Opportunistic
They got
and early in the season,
humiliated.
The offense was humming. Offense
That's
has
a-
fluttered a little bit of
That's a
late.
5-ranking
Panthers
difference.
Still in the mix with only one loss in ACC play. Iowa State just suffered its.
See,
that's where I thought-
see,
hands of Texas Tech.
17 is where I
In
thought
Ames last
Colorado.
Saturday, Matt Campbell's
Iowa
team
State?
is number 17 at 7-1.
Clemson's 19 in the AP. I think they were 24 on here.
Big 12. Howdy
Ole Miss
toddy.
is 16.
Ole Miss is 16.
I think
Ole
Ole Miss. I
is
think
now
that makes
in a
sense.
place in the season where
That's the
everything
first
is
one I
an
agree with.
elimination
Bad
game.
losses, though.
And it starts Saturday afternoon at home against Georgia.
Where-
If Ole Miss loses
in
they
that
have
conference,
virtually no shot
7-2?
of making the 12-team
Yeah,
field.
based on
Yeah,
eye
see,
test
that's
and
the thing,
talent,
though, but
Ole
they-
Miss is
they ain't
among the
look-
best teams in college football. Now, have they shot themselves in the foot? Yes, twice. Against
And they play
Kentucky
Georgia this week,
and
so it's
obviously
Yeah.
on the road at LSU. But this is a very dangerous team, and this is one of those teams we talked about. 12 feels like a lot, but man, Ole Miss, they're one of those teams that don't have the
A&M,
margins to get back
LSU's
into
probably
it.
I
next.
think they lost in overtime. LSU didn't trail until the game-winning touchdown at the end, and that was the slight.
And I agree with that.
Difference, and LSU is in the same boat as Ole Miss. Everything's an elimination game.
I think SMU's gonna be top 10.
Coming up on Saturday night.
Yeah, LSU only has one.
I have them
conference
just
loss.
outside the
Everything
top
in front of
10.
them. You beat Alabama. They got 4 conference games left.
I have them in like
Alabama,
12, 11.
Vanderbilt, Oklahoma. And
I won't be
Florida.
mad.
They win those games, they'll have an opportunity to play for an SEC championship.
You know, that's
I don't
a
know.
great point, too, because LSU feels like only one more loss would do them in. Depending on what else happens, if they win a tiebreaker, get into the SEC championship game. We've talked a lot about hope.
Because they're already 21,
There's getting
and
into the top 12.
they're
and
better
there's
than
also
Pitt
working your
for
way
sure.
into your conference championship
Pitt was
game
what?
and getting an automatic
Honey,
bid. Now we're going to
Pitt
do
was
this
top
differently
20.
this year.
Yeah,
Once
they were
we get to
18
this
or
point in the
something,
rankings,
right?
we're going to show you the first and second teams out, and then where they would go on the bracket. Texas A&M is number 14, and the Aggies, after the loss to South Carolina, they are the second team out, and the committee has them ranked 14. So the
Boise
first
State's
team
next.
out of the field is SMU.
They got SMU behind
from
Boise
the
State.
ACC.
That's madness.
I think SMU
All
was.
I'm saying is, does that
Yeah,
mean
SMU is like
Indiana
that.
So Boise
is not
State's
disrespected
in there right now.
in this? They are now
I would say
on this bracket, so they are not
Well, not Tech.
disrespected.
Well,
But Boog, to your point,
What if they're
yeah,
not the
Boise
top
State's in.
25?
why is Army not having the same
They're
argument?
the highest group of
Why
5.
is Army doesn't feel disrespected? They're coming
long as
in
they win the,
25.
Big 12.
But they look really good too. And Indiana's
Yep,
schedule
every Tuesday.
Go ahead, Reese.
Every
It
Tuesday.
is, but I would still say that even Indiana's schedule, they played some middling teams in the Big Ten, which is a higher
And they
level
look
of
really good
competition.
playing
They
nobody.
look great. The higher level of competition than Army has faced to this point.
I don't like
Let's
it.
get this one. Now, this is really important, guys, because the selection committee has Boise
See, I would have
State
switched. See, that's
ranked
exactly
12th.
where I
This
would have
one
had
is
SMU, and I would have had
they
Boise
projected
State.
Me
in the
too.
Mountain West, the 5th highest ranked conference champion. Now, they
Bama
started
next.
at 12 because they're ranked 12. If they happen to get ranked higher by the end, then they will be seeded higher. But for the moment, they are seeded 12. Who's seeded 11? Who's number 11 in the
Bama.
rankings? Alabama. Elimination game for the Crimson Tide. One would think already 2 conference losses against LSU Saturday night. Now, Alabama's strength of schedule.
And they're going to have
off the
BYU
charts,
next.
they've got the huge
In
win
the
against
AP
Georgia.
poll,
No,
Notre
no doubt.
Dame
And
is
everything is in front of
number
Alabama.
10, but I
They
think
get
they're
the
going to be
quarterback, Jalen
BYU.
Milroe, to continue to play at a high level. In the games that they've struggled, he's thrown interceptions.
I don't think so. I told you, I'm familiar with some of
This
the
defense is getting
committee
better and
coaches.
better.
I don't.
Their playmakers are starting
I
to
think
work
Indiana's
up
gonna be top
front.
5.
Can Kalen
Me too.
DeVardo get his team to play to the optimal level? I
hope
the
everyone got their,
difference between
put their
a
money in
Nick
because them
Saban
lines are
team
going to change
and
on
a Kalen
Indiana
DeVore
coming
team.
soon.
Nick Saban's team
Army can
played
beat
to
any
their
team in
maximum
college
level
football.
more times than not. Kalen hadn't quite got this team to
You
do
play
it.
them wrong, they
You
can
know,
beat
Alabama
anybody.
has not played a team with a losing record, and at the moment,
Rankings
doesn't
are
have
very
one on
important.
their schedule
Very
with the
important.
exception of Auburn at
Because
the
we're
end.
not in the
Oklahoma
big.
may wind up
We're not in
with
the
one
championship right
other
now.
time, but at this
Exactly.
point, nobody
And you
has
know
it.
how they are. It's
Number
like
10.
they do it like
The
NASCAR.
Fighting
Like,
Irish of Notre
oh,
Dame.
they
Now, I
started
brought
here,
up
so
in
they
the
got to do
open
more
one
to
of the
come from behind.
confounding
Like, you know
cases
how they
because
think.
Notre Dame had the great win at A&M. They also had the worst loss on the board, losing at home to Northern Illinois.
They have a win against Navy, which is a good win, even
Great
though
win.
Navy just
Yeah.
dropped
BYU?
this weekend. And they have Army coming up, the team I just mentioned, being disrespected by Boog in Indiana.
The Louisville win also very
Louisville's
good.
a, that's a great point, Greg. They've beaten Louisville, and
Yeah,
who
so
would
you
have
just gotta
thought that they would
dominate.
need something to offset.
No, we're not going for it on 4th and 1 at your own
Yeah.
turf.
Florida State at
Yeah,
1-8.
it has to be
Number 9
dominant
in the
wins.
rankings, BYU. Now, this is where you have to
Big
follow
12.
along. They're ranked 9th, but because BYU is leading the Big
Big 12.
12, if it were to end this way, the Cougars, if they win that conference, they would go into the 4 seed, get a bye into the quarterfinals because they would be the 4th highest ranked conference champion.
And this one to me feels underrated. I mean, I look at BYU with a 9 next to their name, undefeated with
So far,
significant
yeah.
win
So far,
over
we'll see if
number
it changes.
13 SMU, pounded Kansas State by nearly 30 points, turned them over a bunch in that game. I know they've been outgained in a few different
Yeah,
games.
that's what
I
they got 'em.
understand that, but I look at game control.
So their ranking is
undefeated,
number
strength
9, but they're in the
record,
number
they check
4
a lot of
seed.
boxes. So at 9, that just feels
They have a bye
meaningfully
week,
low for
week
what
1.
BYU's at.
They have a game with Utah coming up this weekend on the road, the rivalry game, and ranked just ahead of BYU. The
BYU should
Indiana
not be over
Hoosiers, now
Penn State.
ranked 8th, but because BYU pushes everybody down a slot, that would give Indiana a road game to start the playoff at seeded 9th.
Well, this goes to show
Yeah,
you that
if
Indiana
you don't think
committee
Signetti
really
gonna have this
values
posted
eye test,
everywhere,
because if you're
that's
going based
crazy.
exclusively on how teams execute on both sides of the ball, Indiana
Wow.
is up there
That's
closer
disrespect.
to Oregon than they are to being
Some people still
outside
don't
of the
believe.
college football playoff conversation. Now, they're not the brand name, and yes, so far up to this point, they have a strength of schedule that's triple digits. It's not great, but with how they've played and the level in which they've executed at, I think they're appropriately ranked at 8th with the arrow pointing up given some of the big hurdles they have coming up against Michigan and at Ohio State.
They're like 10 and 58.
They're gonna
all
blow
time
Michigan out.
Watch.
Watch.
This will be the first
What?
test about looking at the helmet.
Starters
across
out in the
way.
third quarter. It's gonna look like Nebraska.
And then the challenge.
They're gonna
at Ohio
destroy
State.
Michigan.
Indiana's remaining schedules in the top 15 in the country.
Tennessee
so
ahead
they'll have
of
their
Indy.
opportunities
Penn
to prove
State ahead of Indy.
Ranked number 7, Tennessee. How
That doesn't make
wonderful.
any
What a
sense.
first-round game that would be, huh?
Yeah, this is staying true with the AP poll right now.
There's no question.
They went chalk.
I didn't expect that though. I ain't
You
like
like the over. I might like the under.
I like the
But
over.
the defense.
Indiana has been scoring a lot of points in Tennessee.
That's
will have to
crazy.
stay with
You're
them.
gonna beat the hell out
Tennessee's
of
got an
Ohio
argument
State.
to make right here, though.
The real tragedy is Ohio State
being
being
that or 7, excuse me,
being ranked
I
ahead of them.
understand that, but there's an argument to be made that their resume is actually better than several other one-loss teams that are likely going to be in front of them, like Texas and Penn State.
And
I
Greg,
think-
Greg, I gave you Herbie's line earlier, and you're totally going
It
right
matters.
It is
It
the
matters.
It's like the Big Ten is like
You
clearly the
tried to
best
say this
conference
last
in
year. We said
football.
you're on a
Right.
one selection day, and it
It's the
got
first
crazy.
ranking, but it,
These rankings don't matter because
what the committee is
Indy
thinking. I think the committee's holding.
still got to go through
Arkansas
Ohio
lost
State.
against
Still got to go
Tennessee.
through Oregon. So they
you know what? I
they'll
think
get up
that
that
might
way.
be
But
right.
yeah,
And
this
also
disrespectful.
Alabama, that's their biggest win. Alabama's up. They're in the field. That's a great win. I'm not trying to diminish it, but Alabama's not playing as fast.
But they're inside.
They love
Just
them
win.
some
That's it.
SEC, bro.
Number
Like,
6, and Tennessee, too, also with an opportunity.
Big
against
Ten gonna have
to get to the SEC championship.
3 in the
It's
top
gonna be a
6
little bit
though.
tougher for Penn State to get into the Big Ten championship. You
Yeah.
one would think after losing
SEC
to
gonna
Ohio
have
State. They don't play
2
Oregon, but Penn State,
in the
Notre
top
Dame,
6.
that would be fun. And Happy Valley, Texas is number 5. Alabama and Texas don't play in the regular season as it's stacked up right now.
I actually thought Texas would be a little
Decide
higher.
where Austin.
And
Me
Texas
too.
is interesting to me because when you look
Penn
at their
State's at
resume,
7.
on the road at Michigan. Michigan at the time in the AP was number 10.
Wait, hang
The other
on.
one they have is Oklahoma. At the
Somebody win
time,
there,
Oklahoma was 18. Both of those teams, depending upon how the committee looked at those
Whether
teams,
they have Texas
at
at
the
6 or
time,
5.
aren't very good football teams right now.
Who's at
So
who's
when
at
you
5?
Look at Texas' resume.
Was Texas
they
at
lost
5 or
to Georgia.
6?
They beat
They're
Vandy
They're
in a
5.
7-point game. Greg, to your point,
Ohio State's gonna
these
be
other
number
teams
4.
Deserve to be better. I'm not quite sure.
Ohio State should
what
not be over
deserves to
Texas. They
be.
should not be
They're
over
sitting at
Indiana.
5 right now. That seems high with their resume so far.
Maybe, but I'm good with Texas at 5. I think it's deserved. I mean, you brought it up earlier, Joey, when we were talking before the show. After you played Georgia, you're beat up.
Yeah.
You go into Vanderbilt, they got the win.
They haven't beat anybody though.
Fair
Well,
enough.
who they beat?
No, it's
Okay.
fair. It's a fair point. All right, number 4. The Miami Hurricanes leading the ACC.
I ain't gonna lie, I'd be
They have
mad.
smashed victory
They're
for
about
Georgia.
this where they are in
Beat
the
on
AP.
multiple occasions.
I'm behind
They
1
are
loss
ranked
to Ohio
4. They
State
would
and
be
1 loss
seeded
Georgia.
3rd.
And I think when you look at Miami, I
And
think
those
Cam
losses were
Ward is gonna
terrible
win the
losses.
Heisman Trophy. He's been
For
that
both
good
teams. That's
throughout this college
wow.
football season, but he has to be.
You know what that
He's gotta
means?
make
That
up for some
they
of the
don't
deficiencies
they don't
on his
believe in
team.
Cam Ward.
Defensively, I still have questions about them running the football. Can they do it consistently? But Cam Ward covers up for a multitude of sins for that team. And I would not want to face him because he's been the best quarterback in the country at making plays down the stretch for his team.
How about last year? I think they were 1-4 in one possession game.
Yes.
This year they've won 3 of them.
Yeah,
And
Miami
Duke
wants no
Saturday
smoke
wasn't a
with it, yeah.
1-possession game, but it was a 1-point game in the 4th quarter before.
At a certain
Oh,
point.
yeah.
Well, yeah, before here's Miami's whole philosophy. We have Cam Ward and you don't.
Yeah.
Kind of look like that, right?
It works.
It has worked perfectly. Ranked number 3. The Georgia Bulldogs.
Look,
So Georgia
Miami's
is
9-0 with
behind
close
the
games.
2
Ohio
Big
State and
Ten
Georgia
teams.
have
Georgia
lost.
would be seeded
Right.
second.
Literally
as
lost.
the
I'd rather
leaders
close
in the
games than they
SEC.
be
If they
wins.
wind up there and ultimately win the conference. Big game at Ole Miss.
Georgia's
Big game
number
coming at
3.
home against Tennessee after that. And then the top 2 teams, it's pretty easy. Ohio State.
Pretty
number 2,
easy.
They would
What?
host Boise State to start. Again, this is worth pointing out.
Ohio
ranked
State number
2,
2 is
but because they would not be
crazy.
a conference champion in this projection, can't be seated in the top 4. That would push them down to the
Ohio
Joey
State
said a couple
number-
weeks ago.
Indiana
Coveted.
destroying
And of
Ohio
course, the
State.
number 1
I
team in
can't
the
wait
land,
for that
they beat
game.
Ohio State by a single point. The Oregon Ducks. So, anything jump out at you
Right.
that
It's gonna get
either you
nasty.
like
It's
or
gonna
that
get
you're
nasty.
bothered by?
How much time we got?
Yeah, I can see it on your
Not
face.
that much.
I'm a little frustrated. If I'm being like
Yeah.
you, I'm really upset. All right, first and foremost, 1, I run the risk of not securing a first-round bye if Boise State ends up in front of me. So the fact that there's only a margin of 3 spots between 12 with Boise State and BYU at 9 is ridiculous. Also, I'm sitting there behind Texas.
It's ridiculous.
I'm sitting there behind Texas. I'm talking about from BYU's perspective. I'm sitting there behind Texas, Penn State. I'm also sitting there behind Tennessee. Texas and Penn State don't
They
have a
can't
win
beat
against the
either
top 25
any of
teams.
those.
I have 2. So if I'm BYU, and guess what? I haven't lost. So if I'm
BYU will
I'm a little
humiliate Penn
frustrated with
State.
how this thing has shaken
Oh,
out.
Penn State,
I
yeah,
know
they're
it's
not beating
early,
Texas,
and I know
in my
there's
opinion.
plenty
Yeah,
still on
they'll-
the
they'll-
table.
they'll
To go to
beat the life
Utah
out of
this
Penn
week, I
State.
get that. But
Wait, what's Penn
I just
State
feel
ranked?
like them
Too
being at
high?
9, 4 spots
Six?
behind teams that
6
have
or
no
7,
wins
6,
even
right?
close to what they've accomplished and no loss
Yeah,
and a couple
crazy.
losses that they don't have, to me would be remarkably frustrating.
Notice he didn't say Indiana.
When we came into this, I said about the one-loss team. Let's look at Georgia and Ohio State. Ohio State's ahead of Georgia right now. I think Georgia has the better win, going on the road, beating Texas. Ohio State's best win is against Penn State, but it's clear the committee is valuing maybe the better loss and not the better win.
Indiana
I think Georgia's a
is
better
gonna
football
destroy
team than
Ohio
Ohio
State.
State, but they have Ohio State ranked better. I
He
want to see
don't
that.
know
It
anything.
clearly gives
I
you
don't
a
know how
glimpse
he's still
into
on
what this
TV.
committee is
Yeah.
looking at on the initial rankings.
I would argue.
Yeah,
that Ohio
appreciate the
State
super chat.
overall
Anybody that's
is
thinking
clearly
Ohio,
better than Georgia.
please,
Georgia
please
had the
do.
sloppy win at Kentucky.
Please do.
They were getting
Please.
housed in the first half against
Oh, I
Alabama.
can't wait
To their
for that
credit,
game.
they came back, and and then they didn't
Florida
certainly
was a
didn't
little
look great
sloppy,
against
yeah.
Florida either. Ohio State hasn't had that.
But did we not see Ohio State struggle against Nebraska?
BYU's not beating Tennessee.
Like we've
They
seen
can beat
Ohio
Penn
State.
State. You're
All
right.
these teams have
They're
struggled
not
a
beating
little bit,
Tennessee.
so I'm
Penn
not
State,
gonna
their
hold
play
a
calling's
struggle
awful.
against you. Did you win?
Who did
Three of
Tennessee
them,
lose
though.
to?
If you're splitting
The Arkansas?
hairs between 2 and 3,
That was bad, too.
And
It was bad.
Yeah, I don't think they scored more than a touchdown. I
when
think
your
BYU
quarterback
gave
has
them a
played a lot
fight.
of football is struggling.
That defense is cold.
Yeah, no, especially the defensive backfield is good.
Yeah,
I just
their DBs can match up.
As me and Herbie
I just
believe
don't think their
get
line is
upset
going
in
to
the
stop
first
Tennessee from
rankings.
creating
You two
havoc.
are
And I even like BYU's quarterback a
And
little bit. I just don't think
coming
their
in, I
offense.
thought
Yeah,
to
yeah,
myself, like,
he's tough.
Greg could have took the rest of the show if Reese would have let him.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
This is
Colorado
the
at
beginning.
20.
So
I'll
all of
take
these
it. But
teams
damn, I'm
are in a position that if you just win,
Pitt ahead of
fine.
Colorado.
You think
the
that?
conversations
That's
that we
a
have
bad
about the SEC
loss.
is going to be the SEC is going to
SMU
be
was up
incredible.
30 at
because
halftime.
everybody is like 5 teams set up in a situation that you got a chance to win and get in.
Ohio
get in
State
this
winning
thing.
it all? Nah.
How do you show it
Ohio
when you
State
get
is
there?
not good.
Because the SEC is brutal right now. And if you look at the other conferences, it's going to be interesting to me moving
It was
forward.
literally
The SEC
31-3 at
How do they
halftime.
come out on the back end after going through these schedules that they're going?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be. I think you're right though. When you
I
say
still
that
think if
they evaluate
Colorado
who you
wins
lost
out,
and who you lost, to.
Yes.
be in the
They
top
don't-
12,
they didn't
so
used to
it's
do
fine.
that as much. They used to
Texas
gauge more.
was just struggling with Vandy.
It feels like now who you lost to, how you lost.
And I don't think they put Vandy in the
Maybe
rankings.
so, but
No,
one thing that I always
Vandy's
like
not in
to
the
point out when
rankings.
we talk about the committee has done this or
I still like Texas, though.
Yeah,
they
man.
have, like,
Yeah,
your
Texas
cycles,
beat
you
them
have
by 3
different people on the
points.
committee. We have a lot of first
And they beat
members
Bama.
of the committee this year.
The whole
All
point
of
of
it
this,
is
which
interesting.
what they said last
But
year
you know,
to
the
kick
one
Florida
thing,
State
the
out,
one thing
They
that
should
we
be
need,
high.
is
that we really need
it's
to
what
put out
best
again was talk
teams,
about
not the
conference
best
standings.
records, but
All of
best
these
teams.
It might be
How does
ranked
Vandy
a little
lose
low, a
by
little high.
3 to
Joe
the number
points
5
an
team in the
excellent
country?
one. If you
Beat
win,
who at the
you can
time
play
might
for
have been
the
the number
conference
1 team in the
championship,
country.
Yeah.
and you will be in the playoff. And
And
if
not
BYU
up there,
stays,
then just
you will
upset
certainly, if
Auburn.
they finish undefeated,
That's
will be
crazy.
a top 4 seed. So
One would hope.
one would hope.
We'll see. We'll see. Joey's trying.
Yeah,
to
I'd have to have
win.
them. but-
Hey, Joey, how many
I'd
years
have
did
to
you
have
play
them.
in the NFL?
16.
16.
Yeah.
Now, Kirk Herbstreit's
yeah.
awesome. We love Kirk Herbstreit.
Colorado can definitely make it to the top
But
12.
we do, but you don't have to bolster your opinion.
They're gonna need those
by
teams to
referencing
lose, though.
him all the
He's texting
time.
me,
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it is?
Wow.
He's texting
Wow.
you his opinion.
You just
All right?
outed him.
Both got 2 losses.
Joey, I have such confidence in you.
My
Your
gosh.
opinion stands
Colorado's
on
higher in the AP
Your
poll.
judgment stands alone.
Every time I speak, I see my phone light.
Lower on this.
Still to go, college football playoff top 25. There he is, Ward Manuel. He is the chair of the college football playoff selection committee, also the Michigan athletic
Yes,
director.
yes,
Ward will
yes,
join us
yes.
to talk about
Crazy.
BYU, among other things, Indiana, and the overall.
They could get eliminated this week.
Also, we're going to get Booger on the all-state playoff predictor board. Let
Oh,
it
yeah.
punch some buttons.
Man, Ohio State hasn't impressed me this year
Nope.
at all.
They play tight. Like with all that talent, they play too tight. I
Yeah.
don't know what it is. I
The
don't know if
offense
it's
isn't
coaching.
good. I didn't watch all 22 on them.
Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah, this is a surprise.
Some
people just
Not
go
gonna lie,
and
that
save
is a
hundreds
surprise
on
for
car
me.
insurance by checking Allstate
I was wrong about the bottom half of that 25. The top, I guess, is pretty vanilla, but the bottom half of that 25, I was completely wrong about. And I also thought Indiana was going to be top 5. But
Me too. Let me see if they already got the rankings out.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Yeah, there it is. So these are the rankings right now. Uh-oh. All right, here are the rankings. So we got no Vanderbilt. We got Army. 3 lost Louisville at 22.
that's what I would get out of there. For
If you get them out, then you got to get Clemson out too, which I'm fine with.
Yeah, I don't.
No problem.
Yeah.
No, I would not have Pitt above Colorado.
I'd have to get in, but I would have them like 22. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And put Colorado over State. Who is Ole Miss lost to? Who is Ole Miss lost to? Ole Miss has lost to Kentucky, unranked Kentucky, who's a good football team.
Yeah, good defense.
Yeah, and then lost to LSU. Had a close game with Oklahoma, who we know is not good. It doesn't matter. They got to play. They got to play Georgia in Florida back-to-back weeks. They might drop both of those.
Find out real soon.
And then we got LSU. LSU plays Bama this week. Bama's probably going to beat them. They're going to drop. So these two should drop. Texas A&M.
I might have LSU and beating Bama.
Ooh.
I might have LSU beating
Bama. You trust Brian Kelly? I do not. A&M just got stomped out by South Carolina.
Yeah.
He lost by 24. They got Auburn and Texas, so Texas A&M most likely going to lose again. So I'll give them 3 losses, so they'll be out.
Yeah, they'll be out.
SMU, I think they might win the ACC. I think they might win the ACC. Who does Boise have left? Because Boise State and Army, I think, are the only group of 5.
Yeah.
Made it.
Yep.
Tulane not too far behind. Boise State going to run through Nevada. Ooh. Boise State probably going undefeated. Or not undefeated. They lost to Oregon.
1 loss.
Well, yeah, outside of that, I don't think they're going to lose again. Notre Dame, I doubt they have anybody. Actually, no, they might have a surprise. They still got to play USC. Yeah, they haven't played USC yet this year. Florida State's
USC is finished with their embarrassing tough part of their schedule, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, they got to play USC. They got to play Virginia. Virginia's been solid. They got to play Army.
Yeah, I don't think they come out unscathed.
Yeah, they gotta play some people. And Tigers been getting punched in the mouth. Not you.
They have. But I do actually think they've been improving. That none of their talent has left or redshirted. Their receivers are finally coming around, and they got some good. They have some gifted cornerbacks. Mm-hmm. They haven't been playing well, but they look like they've been putting some things together. I do think LSU's on the upswing. I know they don't have a winning record. I know that, but I think they're on an upswing.
Ohio State's overrated. Indiana getting into the playoffs. I promise you. I promise you can get into the playoffs. Yeah, how does that work if they lose to Ohio State? I guess Ohio State would have a tiebreaker. But you can't not put 11-1 Indiana in. They're gonna win though. But
I think Indiana is gonna have such a decisive win over Ohio State that's gonna be the win that catapults Indiana to
locked in. Because Penn State lost to Ohio State and they at 6. That's crazy. It depends how things play out. I still think 10-2 will get it though.
Me too.
If Army beats Notre Dame, Army would still have to win their championship. I think we can.
I actually like that route better, but
they're gonna have first round bye. BYU don't lose again, or BYU's they kind of locked into the Big 12 championship right now.
Well,
unless they get knocked off.
If they it's BYU 1 loss, but if they lose the championship game, that's their only shot in. So they got to get there and win it.
Mm-hmm.
Colorado beat them in the championship game. Colorado's going.
Absolutely, and that'll be a decisive. That'll be a big win. A big win. Like they'd already be in the top 4.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it. It'll be delivered soon. It's gonna match the blanket. I got a regular wine glass. So I'm gonna get the VIP one. It's got to be in the mail soon, right? We need one.
Man, Ohio State put up 21 on Nebraska. They put up 20 on Penn State. Y'all be talking about their offense. Y'all ain't watched Ohio State.
Yeah.
I promise you guys have not watched them. They put up 20 points in the past 2 games against Nebraska and Penn State. And Penn State, Will Howard didn't even throw for 200 yards. Everyone talking about, the receivers. Jeremiah Smith had 50 yards last game. Like, y'all, all right. No, November 23rd. Just wait. Yeah. Tennessee, I think they might have. Who they got? Who does Tennessee have? They have. Oh, they play Georgia the week after next, and they still got Vandy. They got Georgia, Vandy, and Mississippi State. Yeah, they're not getting through unscathed. Yep, they control their destiny. Think of me, T-Cal, but I appreciate it. They said, I personally haven't really enjoyed your film breakdown. Super good insight coming from someone who played O-line. Appreciate you.
Was it Mississippi State, Georgia, UTEP, then Vanderbilt?
And Vandy. Yeah.
Yikes.
At least one loss. Not Iowa State to win out. They went out and there's no chance at the Big 12. No chance. What's up? Yeah, but that's how they base the strength of schedule. I bet you Nebraska wasn't too high on that, but you saw what Nebraska just did Ohio State. You good, fam. You good. I had no idea who BYU was at the beginning of the season, but I bet on them to win the playoffs. So that's hilarious. Yeah, we want Iowa State to lose out for sure.
Easy.
If Tennessee beats Georgia and Bama in the same season, they need to know. No, they do not need to be number 1.
Just off name?
Yeah, It can happen, man. It can happen. Yeah, Penn State over Indiana. Yeah, some jail time. Somebody needs to go to jail for that. That's actually crazy. Sure. If CU and ISU win out, the third tiebreaker is best win percentage first. Yeah, but that evens out. The next tiebreaker that would come into play is their strength of schedule versus conference teams, and Iowa State has better strength of schedule. So we lose that. After that, it's record. So either way, we need them to lose.
All right.
See, you're going off of who Georgia used to be. Have you watched Georgia this year? Have you seen them? And you saw Oregon struggle with Boise State.
Yes.
Idaho, FCS Idaho. Oregon last year was better than Oregon this year, in my opinion. I felt like they were a lot better. Yeah. Penn State's just always overrated. I can't go back in time to when I could take you back to what was his name when Michael Robinson was playing quarterback. who was my receivers? Deion something. They had 2 receivers, number 2 and number 3. I used to watch Penn State. Deion Butler. Yeah, and he ended up playing for the Seahawks. But now they always going. Yeah, that's a Patreon link. Y'all want to sign up for the in-depth? We just came from breaking down Texas Tech. Ooh, let me tell you. Texas Tech has some scary D tackles. Scary. Number what, 52?
Yeah. He's like that.
He's scarier than Corleone from Cincy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Texas Tech scary.
You remind me of Josie.
Yeah.
Not fun.
Literally, when you said how he put his foot in the ground and float over the top like a linebacker, I literally flashed me back to Josie breakdown. Yeah, they scary. Maybe, man. Maybe.
The fact that it's close is scary, right? The fact that it's even a toss-up is terrifying.
Yeah. We're 52. I don't even know. Let me get his name. He's scary. Yeah, I'm not the happiest about that. He's 52. Yeah, we'll do a breakdown on him in Patreon tomorrow because I gotta see more of him. Oh no, this can't be right. Oh no, this is not right. No, this isn't right. That can't be right. Dog, is this for real?
Don't tell me he's like a freshman.
True freshman.
Stop! Nah, bro. Nah.
True freshman.
What?
True freshman. Oh no. That's my fault. I was wrong, Ross. I looked up Cincy on accident. That's I was like, hold on. I was like, no way. Or let me.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, hold on. Let me pull him up. It said 285. I thought he was bigger than that.
Oh no.
The Braylon Carroll. Who went to Duncanville High School. Yeah, he's the one that transferred from Rice.
Where did he transfer from?
Rice.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a 6-year. Yeah, it's 6 foot 300. Scary individual. I'll show y'all.
The young man could play.
Yeah, he
violent hands.
Scary.
Motor.
Scary. I'm telling y'all.
Strong as hell.
He's hurt. Who's hurt?
Yeah, who's hurt?
Who's hurt? Because sacks and TFLs, that is not indicative of how good a team is. It's not indicative. Y'all see, the people be thinking I'm lying. You gonna see. Boy, I tell you, all right. Monster. And they got another monster too. Who's the
was it 53 or was it
51?
51.
Yeah. 51 was a monster too.
There was 3 of them.
And 5.
5. Yep.
Yeah, they lied about 5 sides. You're not convincing me. He's on a 330. Yeah, right here, 6'2", 310, can play. Oh, he's a freshman. Oh yeah, he did. CT did say he was a freshman. And then where's the other monster? Yeah. You can just look at it. Yeah.
But he's well over 3.
Yeah, that's a big boy now.
Oh, it says the Braylon Carroll might be out for real. He's on the injury report.
Oh well, I never. Somebody dropped it. Someone else can drop it. Never root for anybody to be injured ever.
Nope. However,
he would cause issues. He would cause issues. CT the fan says we still got to run the ball.
He's not wrong.
No inside zones, please. No inside zones. No. Oh, we might have snuck out. That's that safety I like.
22. Number 22?
Yeah, Devin Cromwell. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because he's technically the backup, but he's the best safety. And and I think you might have missed the one. He came down in number 1 for Arizona. Oh my gosh. He got it upfield. 22 is in a backpedal. Put his foot in the ground. He might have murdered him. Like Yeah.
I missed that one. Yeah. Yes, he is. It's an animal.
We'll have to watch more to be specific. We only got 3 games, but I tell you what, if you think they D-line is sweet, now Bama's not making the playoffs. They did not make the playoffs. Yeah. Bama, you don't lose again before the season. Cincy and Tech.
Yeah, their D-line know how to play,
man. They're not too far off.
And much like Cincy, they're disruptive, but for some reason they allow a lot of running yards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got to figure that out tomorrow.
Yeah, that's odd.
Yeah. Hit the like button. Oh, I'm very aware of Duncanville. Very, very aware. They can still. Y'all see the pictures going by. He a monster. 50, 51, 52 is the one that impressed me the most.
Yeah.
Just not moving an inch on double teams.
He's moving the double teams.
Yeah. He
giving them fits.
Paisley, honestly, pretty much every team has potentially been able to cause us problems. But
even though they shouldn't.
Tech, yeah. Interior D line look really good.
Yeah.
Running back is super pay. It is what it is. Secondary safety suck. They don't suck. They're not. I don't like. I'm not a fan of their safeties. Other than 22, I'm not a fan of their
22
safeties.
can play. 22 can play.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. No, I'm aware.
Their safeties are very susceptible.
I'm aware of 51. See, Devin about to crash out. He done seen too much already. He about to start crashing out and get everybody scared. He saw too much in the live. How would you stop the running back? Same way I said for DJ Giddens. You gotta be gap disciplined. You gotta run to where he is, not to where he's going. If the ball's on this inside shoulder, you have to keep it on that shoulder. He said, "I'm good. I promise." Nah, he ready to crash. I promise you. But all right, y'all. So that's what we got for the college football rankings. We'll be back. We'll be back tomorrow. CT. Patreon, we got more stuff tomorrow. We're gonna be in there. We're gonna do the second half of Coach K's team whenever he get a chance again, because I definitely want to walk through that second half.
That's fun stuff.
Yeah, gotta see that. But all right, y'all, make sure y'all hit the like button. And yeah, Coach K, man, appreciate you hopping on, bro. Really appreciate it, man. Legend. Yeah, so we're gonna be back. Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe if y'all haven't subscribed. We dropped Todd Brooks' breakdown today. Go check out his breakdown like that. And we're gonna have to do one of these fools because they a lot. They are a lot. But yeah. All right, y'all. We are out. Holla at y'all. CT.
Who's next? Do your words match your video?
Yeah, and for my boy TKL.